Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to any new viewers. This is a reading for Aries, my beautiful Aries viewers. Aries sun, moon rising, Aries. This is all about how your person of interest is currently feeling about you, what their thoughts are, what's coming across, what their deeper feelings may be that they haven't revealed yet. And also what they are kind of thinking about for the future in this connection. So if that is something you'd like to know more about, please keep watching. Let's see where we are here. We have lots of swords in this reading. Oh my goodness, almost every card so far is a swords card. That's really fascinating. We also have the world at the bottom of the deck here, okay? So we've got a couple of major arcana coming up and lots of swords. Now, this means, of course, you could be dealing with an air sign. So you could be dealing with a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Again, doesn't necessarily have to be, but there's a really strong air element coming through here. We do also have Capricorn. We do also have some cups, which is water sign energy. But of course, we can't help but, feel this dominant air sign energy here. All right, this is very interesting, because I feel that a lot has gone down and there really is some healing and growth that needs to happen, but it's very possible. There's like a real kind of hope for what can happen at the end of this, and a real sort of potential for the future. So let's get into what that could mean. I'll start off at the first card. We have the Six of Swords here, right? This is really representing you at the moment. You want to get to a more peaceful situation. You want to put the past behind you. There could have been some arguments, some disagreements, some verbal back and forth, which did not go that well with this person, but you really want to move on from that. You want to get to a calmer place, a better place. This also could be a physical move. This also could be travel. You could need to travel to actually see this person, which may sometimes be a little bit difficult or challenging or get in the way. Of course, there's water here, so you could be traveling over water even to see this person. Doesn't necessarily have to be. You could also be contemplating an actual move for yourself that has nothing to do with this connection, or you may have recently moved. But the key theme I'm sensing here, in terms of the context of what else is coming up as well, is that you really want to get to a better place with this person. What's interesting is that they've got the Two of Swords on their side, which is kind of telling me that they're confused. They're tossing up between making a decision on something. They can't really figure out what to do at this point. This person's also been a little bit hurt, a little bit weary from what has happened in the past. There could be a previous connection, there could be a previous relationship that is still weighing on this person's mind as well. So they need a little bit time to get over that and figure that out. They don't see the full picture very clearly. Now, what's interesting is, again, we've got two choices here. It could be someone weighing up pros and cons, but they're not seeing the full picture, because it is always a nighttime scene in the Two of Swords here. Of course, the person in this card is blindfolded as well. So there's something they're not seeing, there's something that hasn't been illuminated yet, or there's something they're not wanting to see or acknowledge just at this moment. But they are, really in the throes of trying to make this decision. What's underlying everything is this Ten of Swords. So there was, again, something that has hurt this person, something that they're recovering from. Once again, it could be a past relationship, nothing to do with you, but it's something that they still need to move on from and heal from. It was bad. The Ten of Swords is bad, but the good news is this is as bad as it's going to get, right? It's not going to get worse than the Ten of Swords. So the worst is behind you. The worst is behind them, in terms of this feeling of, just like rock bottom, I would say. It's possible that this person has been struggling with their own issues, their own mental health issues, potentially anxiety, depression, sometimes physical health issues as well, particularly those requiring, sometimes it can actually mean a surgery or some procedures that they've had to go through, that they could actually be physically recovering from, and they maybe need a little bit of time for that. Ten of Swords, the beauty of this card, like I said, is that the worst is over. This is as bad as it's going to get. And this person is moving on from it. But again, it's just taking a little bit of time, let's say. Now, interestingly, you've been patient. I feel they actually see you as being quite patient, and they appreciate that. They really appreciate the fact that you're sticking with this, and that you really are feeling quite optimistic and positive for the future, because it's better than what they're feeling at the moment, right? Again, we still have this kind of trapped energy. Look at the similarity between these cards here. Both of them involve someone blindfolded, surrounded by swords. But interestingly, in both scenarios, this person can remove the blindfold. They can step out of this whenever they choose to. So there's something that this, again, your person just needs a little bit more time to heal from. Are they overthinking? Absolutely. They are overthinking a situation as well. But again, everyone needs to go through things in their own time and in their own way. It's possible that, well, not possible, definitely. The situation moving on from this point is going to be very, very different. It's going to be completely different than what it was before. Something's gotten to the point of no return, and now it's like, let's either leave it or let's look towards the future with some optimism and keep this connection alive and going. But either way, it will fundamentally change moving forward. We do have the Devil card appearing here too, Capricorn energy. This is about those connections, that attraction that, again, we feel very tied to, we feel very bound to. There's this sense in all cases that this person is feeling very, again, very stuck in this. But mentally, once again, they're struggling to move on. When it comes to looking at, the imagery in the Devil card as well, we see two people who are chained together, and that can, seem like a toxic relationship. But again, anyone can remove these chains at any time. It's their choice to stay tied together like this. So just beware that sometimes I do think this person feels a little bit trapped, a little bit like they don't have the full picture. They don't have the full freedom to do what they need to do, which is interesting. But it's themselves holding themselves back mentally. We have the Six of Cups here. Very interesting. And this is really the hope for the future. Because I can't lie, up to this point, things have been a little bit tricky, a little bit difficult. This person's really struggling to move on from something, or to really think about something mentally, or to make a decision. They're struggling with that. But when we look at the Six of Cups here, this is, really, really fond memories of how things used to be. Now, again, there is a danger that your person is a little bit stuck in the past still, and stuck thinking about these fond memories from the past. There are, of course, children in this card. So it's possible that there are children involved, or there have been discussions about children, which are also complicating this situation. But there is also the real potential here for reconciliation, okay, with some of the cards that have come up. So it's possible that there is hope that things will get a lot better. Things will definitely get better. It's just a matter of when and making a decision. What can this person do to speed up that decision making? Really, it's up to them. They've got to use their own intuition, their own kind of mental clarity to get out of it. But I will say it's possible, if they're not getting it already, they may need a bit of help. They may need to speak to someone, see a counselor, because it's possible they are just really overthinking, and it's possible that they're getting into the realm of, a bit of anxiety about this, right? Again, there's that hope. Things will get better. They'll certainly improve in terms of, like I said, getting to a more peaceful situation where there's less conflict, where there's less arguing, where there's less fighting. I think that's done. But again, they still need to decide. There is that tie. They're still thinking of you. They still have these super, super positive emotions, and feel that connection. But it's just a matter of, what do we do from here? How do we move forward from here? I'm going to leave it there for you guys. Aries, I hope you enjoyed that reading. If you did, please don't forget to like this video, subscribe. I really, really appreciate it. I wish you all the very, very best in this situation, and I hope to see you all in the next reading.